Good morning again, everybody. It is Thursday, and we had a round of thunderstorms roll through here about midnight. I only heard one clap of thunder. Apparently it was not tornadic, so that's a good thing. I don't even think it rained here, but it didn't rain like a lot. So we do have one more round coming through. Should be out of Oklahoma City by now, and should be here probably by 9, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how fast the line is moving. So, but it is just rain, and that's if we even get it. If it doesn't fall apart before it gets to the border. I talked to the doctor last night. I texted him about the exposed side of my live graft, and because there was a lot of pain last night. It started about 10 minutes to 4 yesterday, and like I couldn't even touch it. It was so painful. I'd had the bandage on it all day long at work. So when I got home, though, it was like bringing tears to my eyes, that painful. So I texted the surgeon and I asked him about it, and he said that that was extremely normal and common, and apologized for the pain, but he's not walking around with this thing on his face for a while, so he just has the glory of doing all the cuts and making it look good. So anyways, I've noticed that the last few days there's a spot on my head and I can't even pinpoint it, but when I get the water, I take a hot shower, and I've had to turn the temperature down just a little bit so it's not quite so hot, but it's like really painful on one spot on my head, and it's like, ugh. So, and then my nose this morning, I had to put my hands over my nose because it's still pretty sensitive. I was able to goop some Vaseline on it, of course, but very, very gently. Today is my Friday. I'm going to be RVing pretty close to home, so we can get home pretty quick if we need to. But I expect this weekend to be a pretty nice weekend. Hopefully we'll get out there tonight and get set up and enjoy all day tomorrow. Just us and the dogs. And then, oh, excuse me. And then, the boys will come out. The grandsons will come out tomorrow evening. We will enjoy a couple of days with them. Pulled off my tape this morning, and it got a little longer than I anticipated, but I'm not going to try to pull it off and make it any smaller. Once I peel it off the wall, it's, oh gosh. Whew. Tell me, when you guys see me yawn on my YouTube videos, do you yawn also? know that the yawns are contagious when you see someone else do it. So, curious to know, because I've done yawn twice already this morning. And I've already had a cup of coffee, so I don't know what the issue is. Went to bed. I wanted to watch Code Black last night, but I only watched the first like 5 or 10 minutes of it. Not even to the first commercial, so I'm a little disappointed about that. They put all the good shows on at 9 o'clock. And I know why they put that one on at 9 o'clock, because most school-age kids go to bed at 8. So, but I get up early, feed the dogs, and let them go outside and do their business, and so I have my morning routine. So I get with me getting up early, it's just go to bed early. Speaking of going to bed early and getting up early, I explained that to my grandsons and told them that when you're camping, when it gets dark, you're usually already winding down and getting ready to go to bed, because when the sun comes up, it's usually the time you wake up. You usually don't sleep in a whole long time while you're camping, so it's usually a almost like a farmer's schedule. Go to bed when it's dark, wake up when it's daylight. So we'll see how this goes. But I'm looking forward to going. Looking forward to going. It's been 10 years too long. I lost my RV, my first RV, in a hailstorm in April of 2008. And so it has been 10 years. And I am glad that we found one that we both like and can live in. This one's a little different though. We're going to have to get used to it. The bedroom is actually at the rear living side of the trailer, the bumper side. And so having doors is going to be kind of strange, but the main living area is where everybody will stay. We'll let the boys back in our room, and I will have the dogs sleeping with us. Big dog won't be able to sleep back there because there's not enough space. I don't think he'll go back there, but he can sleep in the door in the bathroom if he wants to, for us to get through. But I don't know that he'll do that knowing the grandkids are there. So oh my gosh, stop yawning. Actually looks like a fire. So I got the system flushed out. I will take a water filter pitcher. So any water we drink will be filtered. It's not going to be any worse than drinking out of a hose, basically, but just as a precaution, I'll be drinking filtered water. Filter's pretty quick. I used the same filter pitcher when I was traveling on the train, and just fill it up, let it filter through, and drink the water. And 3 of those a day is a 1-person limit, but there'll be 4 or 5 of us, so. And it brews pretty quick. I mean, it filters the water pretty quickly, so should not be a problem. Making sure that we have enough cold filtered water. We will not be using the bathroom, toilet, or the shower on this trip. We typically don't shower even in my first trailer. We didn't shower except for extreme reasons. The shower at the campground was broken or whatever, and it's basically you get in, you get wet, you turn the water off, you lather up, you turn the water back on, rinse off, get out. It's not a stand in the shower, luxury shower, just kind of stand there and let the water pour over you, because you don't have that much water. So the water that we will have in our tank will be for washing dishes. So and the gray water will be drained back to the ground. So, and I use Dawn dish soap, so there won't be any harm to the ground around it. So yesterday we started these breakfast essential drinks. I think they have 10 grams of protein and 5 grams of sugar and, you know, a little bit of cholesterol, but all kinds of vitamins and minerals and stuff. And So, oh, and it's like 160 calories. So, drink one of those for breakfast, and then for lunch or like mid-morning, I eat my oatmeal, and then about 1 o'clock maybe I will drink the protein drink. I have one for lunch, and one for breakfast and one for lunch. The one for lunch has 15 grams of protein, I believe. It's got the same amount of sugar, I think, and so that's, you know, with the 25 grams of protein, I'm getting the vitamins, the minerals. The sugar intake is really no more than I would get if I was drinking my cup of coffee. So I was pleased about that. I was worried that it was going to be jam-packed full of sugars, but it's not. There's 5 grams of sugar, and that's what I get when I put a teaspoon of sugar in my coffee. So if I just have 1 or 2, then I'm only getting, basically, if I have 2 cups of coffee and I drink my protein drinks, breakfast and lunch, then I only have 20 grams of sugar for the day. Measurable counts of sugar. And I think you're supposed to stay at 20 or below, or 25 and below for sugar. So I wish they made this stuff without the high fructose, but you know, Nestle sells this stuff, so and it's exceptionally better priced than going to the store and buying it. So we're gonna try it, and we're gonna see how things go. But yesterday, when I did how I ate, I lost about half a pound, and I got home last night. I heated up, I didn't heat up, I cooked some chopped broccoli and some asparagus spears, and that's what I had for dinner, with some garlic butter and a little bit of garlic salt. And hubby had a package of bologna that he took a slice off of and diced it up into bite-sized chunks, and cooked it in on the skillet or in a saucepan with some barbecue sauce. That was really good. So I ended up snagging about 4 or 5 pieces of that bologna from him. The flavor was really good. I was impressed. I thought I'm not a bologna fan, but that was really, really good. So I managed to get a couple more pieces of that from him. So he said he would get another chunk of it, or another roll of it, because it does have good flavor. So so today's my Friday. I got the griddle out, because we're going to take the griddle with us. On my 2-burner electric cooktop, I have it, because we're not going to have propane this weekend. Don't need it. I can do everything I need to do with the water that I'll have. Any dishes we use, I always take them out and run them through the sanitizing cycle after I wash them in the trailer. So they get sanitized after we use them, and they're ready to go for the next camping trip. They are washed between uses, of course, but you know, this time will be cold water, or cool. It's going to be hot, so not hot, but it'll be warm enough that the RV will have the water relatively warm. And so shopping for a Nylabone collapsible kennel. I had one before. I had one in the trailer that we had before, and I had my mother-in-law had given me one, and I've since gotten rid of them, and I wish I hadn't. But you know, 8 years ago, I didn't think we'd be getting another RV. So, anyways, I'm in the market for finding another collapsible kennel. I want the plastic ones, though. I don't want the metal ones. I think the plastic ones are a little bit lighter, but I'm not sure. I'll have to kind of look and see what the weights are and compare. So, with that being said, I'm here in the parking garage. I hope that you all have a great day and enjoy your Thursday. I will talk to you later.